What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So I didn't pick up the camera earlier because honestly I was very scared of getting this dash back in, but I ended up just getting it done last night off camera, obviously, because I was scared. I didn't know if I could get it back in, how difficult it was going to be. We got it sitting the way it should be. Now we just got to mount everything down. We already got this side tightened up. Now we got to tighten up the other side, push it all the way back against the windshield. You're gonna have to remove the steering column and the little toggles for the cruise control and so on, because otherwise you cannot get this dash in without doing some damage. Unfortunately, I did some damage on the leather right there. It's like a very tiny scratch. It kind of just hit this metal piece right here. But what I ended up doing was I removed the steering column, or at least loosened it so I could bring it down. Like right now it is loose. And now I pushed it down, got the dash over it, and then got it into place. So now the dash should be sitting 90% in the position that it's gonna be tightened down in. And yeah, we just gotta start putting everything back together. So honestly, I'm just gonna put you guys down and get to work. So got most of the wires tucked up on this side. As you guys can see, I didn't plug the cruise control mechanism back in, or the computer for the cruise control, because I'm not using it. I do plan on getting rid of this lever as well, because I actually pulled out the entire cable. So from the throttle cable linkage area to the actual actuator that's in the engine bay, I feeded that wire through, pulled it out, and now I have that sitting all the way over there on that shelf. So I don't need that any longer either, so I took that apart. I'm just gonna let that wire sit here. I'm not gonna fish through the entire thing to get all of it out, because it doesn't really matter. But now we got the little cover pieces on, and we need to go ahead and replace the glove box bulb. So I have one of those sitting inside. I'm gonna go grab that real quick. So this is the old bulb right here. This thing is dirty as hell, old as hell. I don't think it's ever been replaced. So I'm gonna replace this real quick with this new bulb, which is LED. So should be a lot brighter as well, which is good. Now we got the new bulb in. Let's see if it works. Oh yes. Let's see if the switch works. Oh, looks like that was working too. Perfect. So a lot of hours later, it's honestly the next day now. I was working on that side of the car for about 6 hours. It took me a lot longer because the glove box was giving me a bunch of problems, but we got that in now. And now we're working on the driver's side, and I just got this piece back in. And when I say I'm super happy with the small little details, I finally got these to work as well. So like everything is slowly getting addressed. It's taking me a lot longer because of this, but also putting out wires that I don't need and relocating some of them, really paying attention to a lot of the detail and slowly getting everything back in. But we're looking good, and I'm just gonna continue at it until I get everything on the dash in at the bare minimum. So far we made very good progress on the car. We got our rear vents in. We finally got that little connector piece that connects from the vent to the dash vent itself. Those were out of stock, so I had to wait quite a bit of time to get those, but they came in a little bit early, which is good. And that's the piece right there. So yeah, those weren't supposed to come in until May sometime, but they came in, what, 15 days early pretty much. So super happy to see that. Now we dislocated the gas pedal so we can throw the carpet back in. And then in terms of the rear, we got this little piece of carpet back in. We got the trim pieces all back in right here. Pulled the seat belts through, and then we got this rear deck lid back here as well. Speakers are connected up again. Hopefully I connected the right wires to the right terminals, but I think I did, so I should be good there. And yeah, I pretty much cleaned the entire floor pan again, just so there wasn't any dirt, water or anything down here. I tidied up all the wiring as much as I could, so as you can see, it's a lot cleaner than it was before. That's just gonna get tucked up into the corner. I sent a lot of stuff upwards. I got this lower kick panel in. The carpet should hold it a lot higher once that carpet goes in. And then same thing on the other side. So got the vent in. We got all the wires tucked away so nothing is showing. Everything looks a lot cleaner. Obviously this center console wiring isn't in yet, so still waiting on that. But overall, super happy with the progress. So I think for today I'm done. I'm gonna drop the camera, pick it up again tomorrow, and we're gonna get the carpet back in, get rear seats back in, and pretty much get this car as ready as possible without the door cards and center console. So yeah, stay tuned. After having this car in so many pieces for so long, you guys honestly don't know how good this feels. Having the seats back in, having the dash back in, having everything on the dash back in, everything is plugged up. A lot of stuff were fixed, a lot of stuff was addressed, so everything is kind of in a better condition than it was before. And as you guys can see, the color looks absolutely amazing. It's a lot more orange than I anticipated the car to be, but now that I have it, I'm kind of in love with the color. It's super bright, super vibrant. As soon as you walk out the garage and you see the dash, it just pops out at you. So in my head, it looks absolutely amazing. But we're not done with this car just yet. We still got all of the small stuff to tidy up. So we got to put the speaker cover panels back on, door sills, get the carpet tucked away in all the different locations, like down here as well. We are waiting for new seat brackets. Unfortunately, my method of using stainless steel tubing and going across the front isn't going to work, because now that we have the vent, I didn't take that into account. So the cross beam isn't low enough because of the vent, and I don't plan on replacing the vent. I ordered some custom brackets. Hopefully that should come in by end of this week, so we should have the new seats in. Now this just reminded me that we also have our headliner, which was brown before. Now it's black, so this with the brown looks absolutely amazing. We got our rear deck lid back here. That's black as well. All the speaker covers are black. So everything that we've done in the past, 6 months is now coming together, and we're finally getting this car back to 100%. And one of my biggest fears of the gas pedal did come true. It is mounted a little bit too far this way towards me. So because of that, the carpet is bunching up right there. I don't plan on addressing that because it's literally millimeters off. So as long as the carpet can sit somewhat fine, we're gonna put some floor mats on there, cover it all up. But everything else, yes, it's looking good. Everything else kind of matches up, the hole here, both there. In this video, we definitely got a lot done, but hopefully in the next video, we'll get this car completely back up and running. We'll have the new seats in, we'll have the steering wheel back on, we'll have the seat mounts in, hopefully. And then we can just button up every little piece and get this car out of the garage, because it's been sitting here way too long. I haven't driven it in months, and I kind of miss this car. So definitely stay tuned. Oh, and our door cards should be back by then too. So hopefully soon we'll have our matching door cards for all four. And then we're also waiting on our center console. So I think that should be here sometime this week, and everything will be nice and put back together. So definitely stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, you're definitely missing out. This car is going to be an absolute beauty once it's back on the road, so you don't want to miss that. And again, appreciate you all watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.